Now going into Northern Fjords for our winners finals between Team Predators and the Skyborne. I imagine my prediction is that we will see a lot of contesting for the center arc, because it's very good for mobulas, which we do have on both teams, able to kind of poke up and down, fire a few shots off, and then retreat to safety. But first, let's take a look at the ship builds for Team Predators. We've got the Greasy Dream piloted by Mighty Keb. It is Gatling Banshee Squid. This is the DPS build, with the flamethrower in the rear. Their ally is the Cancerbula, piloted by Princess Tutu. Hades Center Mobula, paired with dual Artemis and dual Light Carronade for close range.
And on blue team, we have the Skyborne, piloted by Sunshine. It is a Hades Mobula with a left side Light Flak Artemis and right side Gat Artemis. And we have the Alpha Mike Foxtrot, piloted by Dark Knight. It has a Light Flak up on the top, with with gas on either side, and at top right Gat, top left flare gun, it looks like.
And as you were talking about in the lobby, that buffed greased light flak can put out a lot of damage, and the two Lesmont Gatlings on the Alpha Mike Foxtrot going to be more than enough piercing to deal with these ships that have relatively low armor values in the Squid and the Mobula. So you can kind of afford to pick Lesmok, get that range increase with the DPS decrease.
Yes, and this will really depend on how well Cancerbula can get the attention of these two red ships to keep them not only distracted, but make them repair, keep them locked down, because Greasy Dream is going to need to only engage one at a time. Have to be real careful.
And we already see a spot going down on the Greasy Dream, so no element of surprise here for the Predators. And just getting great usage of flares as well, making sure they're able to keep tabs on both these red ships. They've got a very high, very defensive position with a lot of good visibility, kind of in the middle of all the clouds. And it looks like they're going to be moving in onto the Greasy Dream. Skyborne now turning to engage Cancerbula. They don't quite have a spot, so these shots might be a little bit difficult, although they are hitting. And there's the spot in Cancerbula. Looks like Skyborne going to be going for the Cancer, while Alpha Mike Foxtrot keeps his sights set onto the Squid. Squid definitely has to respect the light flak here, so they're going to be trying to outflank them. There's the armor break, but the flaks are not hitting.
Even in arm time, those light flaks hitting the Cancerbula, you see, it almost it did a whole bunch of damage very quickly, even in arm time light flaks. When the Greasy Dream is starting to really tear apart Alpha Mike Foxtrot with that buffed grease Banshee and the buffed grease Gat.
And I like the little move. I think this is going to be a kill for the Greasy Dream. I like the little move Cancer did, where they kind of bumped the blue mob up to keep them into the Greasy Dream's gun arcs, so they couldn't escape downwards. But now, with that kill, Skyborne in a real bad spot. They're not going to be able to escape from the Squid. That's not going to happen. You can't escape from a Squid. And instead, they're just backing up. It looks like they might just want their ship to kind of go down as fast as possible. Like, maybe they can put on a little damage onto the Squid before they go. But this kill is inevitable.
That's what they're trying to do. Just trying to get some Hades and Artemis fire onto the Squid. But they are going to die. This greased Hades hitting the Skyborne is going to get them.
Because one of the issues when you're taking a fight in your spawn, and your ally dies, the longer you stay alive means the longer that your ally is potentially exposed. Because now they're locked into the respawn timer for about 15 more seconds. And if Red Team wanted to push the issue, they could head south and try to find the blue mob who's already spawned in. But it looks like they don't want to.
They might have thought that the Alpha Mike Foxtrot would wait their spawn as long as they could until And their ally respawned, or at least was about to respawn. Wait as long as they possibly can. But they spawned in, so we'll see what it has now. It looks like red team is playing it a bit defensive right here.
Yeah, we saw this in the last game as well. Once they got the point lead from the first engagement, they sort of backed off, you know, because that's really the big advantage of having the point lead, is that offers you the ability to make your opponent come to you, because they're the Skyborne, they're the ones who have to make something happen. Predators do not need to expose themselves at all.
That's right.
And now Greasy Dream's on a little bit of a, I think he's on a little bit of a quest for a flank here. Moving down very low, we do see a flare coming out, which is going to get a spot on the Greasy Dream, and with that spot, I think they're going to be backing out. And we'll see a little bit of a light flak coming out, or excuse me, a little bit of the dual Gatling from the Foxtrot, pushing them back.
Meanwhile, the Cancer and Skyborne are just duking out with their Hades double Artemis. Looks like the Skyborne is at the advantage right here, but Greasy Dream taking a lot of double Gat and light flak. Let's see if we get any hits. Nope, all of them missed.
Yeah, I think they're going to try to disengage. I feel like they held that position for way longer than they should have. Like, once they were spotted, like, I don't see how this fight really goes in their favor, especially considering with the Cancer and the Skyborne just going back and forth, both ships basically with equal long-range gun setups, because the Cancer has so much damage on it already. Like, they're clearly going to lose that fight. I don't think there's any way they could really just win in an even fight like that. So the way the ships have kind of split off is not very good for Predators, and already we're seeing the armor break from the Cancer. Both the mobs do have a lot of balloon damage, so it's going to make it difficult for them to dodge any incoming shots. In the meantime, Greasy Dream has successfully escaped from their bad spot without taking too much damage. So I think they're just going to hold up right here, and this affords them the ability to re-engage very quickly if the situation presents itself.
Out these long ranges, you see not much damage is actually going out between the Cancer and the Skyborne. A few Hades are hitting and some Artemis, but it's not enough to really make a difference. So Greasy Dream can just sit back here and wait for the right moment. Alpha Mike Foxtrot is just you see they're still pointing to where they think the Greasy Dream, where the Greasy Dream was. So their idea is just to protect the Skyborne when the Greasy Dream starts going in.
And again, with that point lead, Predators can bide their time. It seems Greasy Dream doesn't actually want to stick around. They're choosing instead to regroup. But they could have theoretically just waited there until the Skyborne decided to break their formation, and then pick off whichever ship was lagging behind. However, I think that's one of the qualities of the Skyborne team that they make very good usage of, is they hold extremely tight formations. They're very good at because the Mobula, it's not a ship, it can't turn very quickly, so it's very prone to getting flanked by your more mobile vessels like your Squid, like your Goldfish. And what Skyborne does very well, they're very good at watching each other's backs when they don't know the location of both their opponents. And now it looks like they've decided we've got to make something happen. We're 8 minutes into the match already. They're moving forward a little bit, maybe hoping to increase their Hades accuracy.
Yeah, I think you see Greasy Dream moving in right now. They might see their chance. No, backing back out. And one thing the blue team could try to do is just rush in on the Cancer, get those two Lesmok Gats in. And into the Cancer and just try to kill them as fast as they can before the Greasy Dream can really start up. Although Greasy Dream can tear apart a Mobula pretty quickly with that Grease Scat and buff Grease Banshee. Is the Greasy Dream taking a bit of damage? They're okay. They actually have a buffed hole on the Squid.
A buffed hole in the Squid? Oh dear. I mean, I guess if you, like, considering how long it's been since they've really been engaged into a fight, like, they've had some time to burn here. I guess you might as well buff everything on the ship at that point.
Now, Cancer's in not a good spot. Their armor's pretty damaged, and they're at a big deficit against the
Oh, and there's the
Skyborne.
break. Oh, and here's some one Artemis hit. And I think the next break is going to do it for Cancer. Their hull's burning. Their balloon's burning as well. Greasy Dream, it looks like he wants to try to help his ally out. He's hydroed up. And unfortunately, Cancer does go down. Can Greasy Dream pick up another kill before...
They're gonna have to disengage. See, none of these light flags have managed to hit this Greasy Dream yet. Which is very fortunate for them. That
Squid's hard to hit.
Yes, it is, especially when you're moving fast, and with those grease light flags, it makes it hard to hit when you use a heat sink or grease or incendiary ammo.
Right, and ammunition that slows the projectile speed. Makes the lead time that much longer. But Greasy Dream does manage to once again escape. That is one of the advantages of having a team composition that includes a squid, is that if the ally ship goes down in a fight, the one kill doesn't always turn into two, because the squid can kind of sneak out of bad spots pretty easily. However, the same can't be said for the Cancerbula, so he has to be much more careful how he moves forward. They do still have the points lead, the Predators do. So not all is lost, and this does mean Cancer comes back in with full health, which was the biggest issue in that last fight. And they just need red team needs to find a way to regroup here without getting spotted. Now Greasy Dream continuing to trail Skyborne, keeping tabs on them. And yeah, it looks like Cancerbula definitely going to have enough time to set up whatever position they want to before they fully engage. And on the other hand, Skyborne has pushed pretty far into Predator's spawn. They're not making the same mistake that the Storm Riders made in the previous match, which was letting the Predators sit on their point lead for most of the match. And we saw that previous game ending in the favor of the Predators with the timer expiring. So yeah, much more aggressively pushing around the map. They know they need to very quickly pick up 2 more kills if they want to have any chance of winning the game. And here's Greasy Dream continuing to push forward. The squid's fast, but I don't think they're going to be able to accomplish anything by themselves, so they might just have to run out of here pretty quick.
As long as they're a distraction, they can keep these... Because right now the Modules aren't facing towards the Cancer yet. Which gave the Cancer a little bit of time to shoot the Skyborne, but not accomplishing any major damage. It might allow them to get the advantage right now when they're, if they get some effective fire, but they are at these pretty long ranges, so
Man, Alpha Mike Foxtrot is having so much difficulty hitting the squid. Mighty Cab is doing a great job staying evasive, knowing that if he stays still for too long, he will die to those light flags very quickly. But there's an armor break. No light flags. All the light flags hitting with the armor already rebuilt. And it looks like target's
not good right here, though. Oh,
Ooh.
Yeah, I think that was a mistake, going after the Skyborne right there, with the Alpha Mike right on their back.
Yeah, exposing themselves to both the blue mobulas, and that's... We've got a tie game here. If Skyborne can pick up this next kill, suddenly they're the ones with the timer advantage, and that's not going to bode well for Predators. And I don't know if Cancer's going to be able to escape from this. So much damage coming in from the Skyborne.
Oh, they gotta get out of these Lesmok gats, because those gats are just chipping away. And light flags are coming out. Only one hitting, but
Well, they're not going to be able to reverse out. They're going to have to try to duck.
they don't have enough balloon to duck.
They're going to have to maybe burn it out because you obviously can't, like, you can't reverse away from the same ship. They're just going to match your speed.
Yeah. Your engines produce 50% less thrust when you're going backwards, so this is not a place you want to be in against
But there's Greasy Dream moving forward, taking out the balloon of the Skyborne and doing a huge amount of damage to their hull with that ram from underneath. Greasy Dream might be able to pick up a kill on the Skyborne here. They're down to about 25% health, but you know that ram has put them in a outside of their gun arc. So Greasy Dream gonna have to reposition here real quick. In the meantime, Cancerbula might be going down. He's trying to dodge these light flaks, but he does not have any hull armor. With this next break, with the dual Lesmont Gats, we might see Cancerbula going down. But no... Oh, light flak. A good disable on light flak. Keeping Cancer alive for that much longer.
Carronade going out of the Alpha Mike, but it's not going to be enough. They're going to go down eventually. Now, Greasy Dream is, they have a good position on the Skyborne. This might be a kill.
Ooh. Oh, the light... Just getting the armor up as light flak hits. It's kind of crazy how long Cancer has managed to stay alive in this fight, being one hit away from dying to light flak, and still light flak once again destroyed by the Artemis.
Very impressive, and it allowed the squid to kill the Skyborne right here.
Oh man,
some excellent Artemis coming out from the Cancer, which is keeping them alive, allowing them to fight off the Alpha Mike.
Predators have done a great job capitalizing on the way, like, Greasy Dream just kind of spawned in and busted into the Skyborne, totally throwing that ship into disarray and doing a huge amount of damage, and Predators have done a great job capitalizing, but this might finally be the end of the Cancerbula. Oh, I missed the ram. Wow. Dude, Mighty Keb's pulling his weight here. And yes, Cancer does go down, but with the extra kill from the Greasy Dream, Predators maintain their points lead. And does look like our referee, I was trying to get a timer update, but our referee has temporarily disconnected, but I would guess there are probably only 3 or 4 minutes left in the match, so the onus is definitely on Skyborne to make something happen at this point.
Which I think means they just got to charge down this Mobula and try to get a quick kill with those light flaks, because both the blue ships do have light flaks, which can kill the Cancer. The Greasy Dream will be hounding them all the way.
Yeah, just got an update. We have 2 minutes left on the match timer. And this is going to be tough, because even if they do kill the Cancer, they're going to have a tough time catching the squid. So they might have to... It's possible they have to kill the Mobula twice when it respawns, which... You know, either way you slice it, not going to be easy to pull off. But here comes Greasy Dream with a nice maneuver here, pulling up behind the Skyborne. Gatling going to be coming out, assisted by the Hades dual art of the Cancer. This Greasy Dream does lose their hull armor. They are taking light flaks.
A couple flaks and a little bump from the Skyborne, but Grease Banshee's going out. Oh, you see...
Oh, barely dodging.
Oh, man. Yeah, that buff Grease Banshee.
Yeah, taking out the Skyborne in this winner's finals. Skyborne will be moving down, excuse me, to losers bracket to play against Clan. And Team Predators, our first grand finalists here. They'll be hanging out for a little bit.